Hello, and this is the next stage builder showcase video. The feature stage is another type that stands out from the other. This is a video game focused stage called Hitomi Akeneno. This is a character from the game Parascientific Escape Cruise in the Distant Seas. It's an independent game that is only available on the Nintendo 3DS. This is a novel puzzle game where you play as Hitomi, a 16-year-old girl who has psychic abilities. Some people have psychic powers in the world, but Hitomi is the first person who has two. You and her other psychic friend Shizuno are invited to a cruise by a corporation. They are interested in people with these abilities. It begins with a bomb going off on the ship and you have to escape the tragedy with your friend. She uses her powers to solve puzzles and find the person responsible for the attack. You will learn more about the characters and the corporation as you play through the game. If you are into dialogue-heavy games with puzzle solving and mystery, this will be a good one to try out. I will have the game trailer in the description section. Now let's check out the Hitomi stage. Hitomi Akeneno is a stage about Hitomi. It's easy to see why this stage stands out. I'll call this a character-focused stage, and that means the entire stage is a picture of a character. I drew this from a pose she does when her abilities are active. And this is how it looks on the top-down view. Yeah, it's weird, but when I change it back to this, it looks better. The middle ground is her arm, her hand, front part of her body, and this top part of her hair. The first background is her face, and the second background is the back of her hair. This pink platform, it moves up and down, and I'll explain more about that in the breakdown. Now it's easier to see what layer is what. Okay, so this left piece, this is a reference to Hitomi's psychic abilities. In the game she has two. The first one is clairvoyance, and that's what this black box is. I have this in the foreground layer to show the effect. In the game, clairvoyance allows her to see through objects. On the Nintendo 3DS, you have to tap the screen to open small spaces to see through things. I have the two blocks here to mimic that effect. Hitomi has a light blue outline around her when she uses it, and her eyes change color too. Her powers go through two steps, clairvoyance and then telekinesis. This is what you expect. She can move things with her mind, and she changes pink when using it. The platform here shows that she's moving something in the box. Combine this with the X-ray vision ability and you get most of the puzzle gameplay. So you can walk on her hand, her arm, the front part of her body. This is tough because you can get stuck between the collar and the tie, but you can jump out of it. The shoulder has no ledge grabbing, so you can fall off. Coming back, you can jump on the top of the hair. For characters like Ness, you can actually make it. The telekinesis platform, it moves up and down, and I can grab on this ledge. The clairvoyance split the box in the middle so you can see through it, and it's hard to see on the right and left side of the box because it's in the way from the foreground layer. And I can actually jump inside the hand, but there's no ledges on the thumb and index finger. For the music, I chose Magic-Ant, Super Smash Bros. 3DS Wii U version. This game reminds me of Earthbound because the characters there has PSI too. And Magic-Ant kind of feels what the game references in its music. It's more calm, but it does have intense moments. For the Hitomi stage, a time match feels like the best one.
Time battle! Death! 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh wow, he actually did that. That was cool. The stage is simple in design. The best part is playing on Hitomi's arm and shoulder. This is an art-focused stage, and making it work for gameplay is hard. Stage Builder has limited space on how much you can build. I built mine mostly from doing artwork. This stage feels hard to play on because it's easy to SD. You could blame the stage more than yourself, and there's less ledges to grab onto. Hitomi stage is for casual play and people who like her game. For design, I'll give this a C-, and for art, I would say a C. Compared to other art stages, this one looks a little rough, but I'm proud of it, and I really tried to make it look good. It took me more than 10 hours to make on separate days and trying to fix it. I have another character focused stage that I like more, and it plays better. And that was my first character stage, and I hope you give it a chance. I chose to make this video now because Parascientific Escape Cruise in the Distant Seas is only on the Nintendo 3DS, and it's digital only. The eShop is shutting down, and that means you can't get this game anymore after the date. This is a 3-game series, and I purchased the other 2 because of that. Thank you for watching, and the game trailer will be in the description section. See you for the next Stage Builder Showcase video.